Blessed be everybody and welcome to another episode of Witch Please. It is I, Odin the Seer, and today we are going to be making our air elemental incense. And for those of you who've watched the earth elemental incense as well as the earth elemental salts and then finally the earth elemental mirror, we are going to be doing that same process here with air. Now, why would we want to make an air elemental mirror? Or incense, or salt? Well, honey, look at the world we live in. Filled with illusion, self-doubt, conflict, not knowing the self. We are literally stuck in a time where we don't know whether we're coming or going, don't know our ass from our elbow, right? Take what people tell us. We need to be able to open up our mind. Knowledge is power. And knowledge does not always come in a textbook, darlings. Okay? We need to have those forward thinkers, the ones who think outside the box. They are the ones that affect change in this world. Right? Let's get it right here. Let's get it all on lock so that nothing, no illusion can permeate our mind. All right? And make us feel this way, that way, or the other way about ourselves. We are that we are, perfect in and of ourselves. And what might be right for somebody else, boo-boo, does not necessarily mean it's right for you. You are your own blessed being. And this incense, the elemental mirror, will assist you with being able to know the truth from a mind level of why you're here, who you are, and the divinity within inside of yourself. Blessed be, boo-boos. Blessed be. Alright, so let's get right into it. So what you're going to need? You are going to need anise, mastic, and lemongrass. So let's get started in what the herbs are for. Anise. Luck. Psychic ability, purification, protection, lust. It's a 5-pointed star. Think about this. This is power, boo-boos. I use my star anise to be able to open up my mind to intuition, to psychic ability, to be able to draw connections. It is great for being able to turn one prospect to another prospect, okay? It brings in the luck to find those little nuances that may not be seen, darling, okay? It stimulates the mind. It also has a powerful vibration of action, right? So the mind is not coerced into something, but the mind is a vessel to be able to manifest change and create your reality rather than thinking that we are subjects to everyone else and all the other powers that be, and not harnessing our true power. And this is the reason why I use star anise. Then the second herb we're going to be using is mastic. Now mastic is great for psychic ability as well again. It allows things that have been learned, right? Realities that have been seen to stick to your mind, to not just float away, drift off into nothingness. A little bit of mastic focuses you. It focuses you like a laser beam, okay? We should not be a world of people who wait. We wait for everything to happen. We wait for the perfect time. Honey, mastic's not about that, right? Mastic is about seeing where you need to be and getting there. Coupled with a little bit of the anise and action, honey, you good to go. Mastic herb is also great for setting. As I said, it helps stick with the mind, right? Now, when I say herb, it's actually a resin, y'all, but it's a botanical, and I call them all herbs, right? So this is just a very, very good one for you to have to be able to clear the mind, focus intent, and make your, again, break up the illusions and make your reality come to fruition. Now, y'all know how I feel about lemongrass, the lesser van oil, powerful in and of itself for protection, for love, for lust, all of that good stuff. And why do we bring the lemongrass in? Now, for those of you who have watched my earth incense, I talked about how we like to have that enticing, right? We like to draw things in. And if we're making a mirror, we want to be able to entice those deity, right? We want to entice those elemental beings to be able to have, or that elemental aspect of ourselves, to be able to have those deep connected conversations and moments and experiences to help evolve and grow our connection with that element, the forces of that element. So, we always want to be lucky, we always want to be protected, we always want to be able to have different perspectives. We want to be able to see clear. We want all of these things, but we just want them. That's part of being a spiritualist. Not just a witch, but a spiritualist. And this is the reason why we add in a little bit of our lemongrass. I want to let you know too that when we talk about breaking down illusions, these illusions are many, many things, because you remember, the illusion, these things start in our mind, they filter through to our subconscious, okay? And then they become old programs that play in the background. Right? So when I talk about illusions, I talk about the illusions that make people feel that they are not good enough, that causes depression, all of the shiznit that people are putting on out there to make you feel less than you should be, okay? To make you feel unperfect, okay? So it is great for healing a lot of these mindsets that are limiting you and your magic. I even know students and had students in the past that when we broke down all of that and as they evolved the stages of my courses, they realized that a lot of the time their magic wasn't working because they didn't believe that they deserved, right? Which is bullshit. Magic is everybody's. We all deserve it, okay? It is innate. It is ours to utilize, and we all deserve to be able to be great at it. Okay, so I'm just going to break this down here. Don't stand on ceremonies, boo-boo. You just crush that bad boy down. Now, Loki just said something. He said that's such a powerful incense when you burn it because it's so chunky, and it really, really is. With any of my elemental incense, I don't like to work them down. I don't like them. I like them to be raw, okay? Because when I think of the elements, I think of them as raw, untamed. I want to meet with that vibration on its playing field rather than trying to work it down into mine. Alright, so now having done that, I'm just going to do my prayer. Remember, prayer is highly important. You gotta give these botanicals focus, purpose, okay? Now mastic is a resin and it is very, very hard to break down. So I don't break it down with my fingers. I just take out the corresponding amount, say my prayer over it, and add it to the bottle. Oops, I'm just dropping my mastic everywhere. Now we are just going to add the lemongrass directly into the master bottle. And again, we are going to say our prayer over the lemongrass. Yes, auntie, that's it. We have the mixture together. So we say our final prayer over the total mixture. And again, the prayer is to be able to bring these three botanicals together, be able to connect these vibrations together to an end goal or result. I am making this for a portal. For my mirror, you can use this for study, cleansing the mind, breaking illusion, breaking preconceived notions that are affecting your world. Again, it is only limited to your imagination. You can use it for imagination, boo-boo, right? And you gotta remember, air incense, because it's an incense, is extra powerful because incense, smoke is element of air. Okay, so let's say our prayer over the master bottle for our desired outcome. Alright, and we are done for this episode. If you have not subscribed yet, press subscribe, boo-boo. Do not miss out on a thing. You can follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, as well as Facebook. And if you want to leave me a personal message, you can always leave it at witchpleaseofficial@gmail.com, or you can go to our Facebook page and leave me a message there. As I've said before, and I will say again, boo-boo, it is a pleasure to have you in my magic. It is a pleasure to have you in my world, and you are always in my heart. I will see you next time on another episode of Witch Love you, boo-boos. Bye-bye.